All right, Shalom. Shalom, we the brothers of Great Millstone, the Church of Birmingham, Alabama. And as always, we want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Yeah, that's the correct name of the Heavenly Father, His beloved Son, and the Holy Spirit in the ancient Hebrew tongue. I also want to give double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, much due honors and respect to the sincere brethren out there that is also laboring in His work, continually pushing out this gospel in all true faith and sincerity, as well as you believers, those of you who subscribe, to these teachings, the brothers and sisters alike, the Akim and the Aquas, that hold fast to the words of Yahweh Shema Shah. So yeah, we back in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, which is really the spirit of prophecy. And that's what you're witnessing right now. Unless you've been under a rock, you'll know that this guy Trump pretty much declared a national emergency. Matter of fact, let's look up that real quick. National emergency. Because right now, Trump has been crowned the king of Babylon, officially, man. Matter of fact, I want to get that in Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter. Unwise king. So right now, we're in the midst of prophecy. There's no longer this idea of, things is fast approaching, the prophecies are right around the corner. We're in the midst of prophecy, man. Everything that was written in the scriptures and foretold to be brought, to the forefront here in the latter days is now upon us, man. Okay? So real quick, you want to get that?
Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes Sirach, chapter 10 and 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people.
Yep, see, an unwise king destroyeth his people. So technically, this guy Donald Trump is now officially the king of Babylon. Because when you declare a national emergency, that means everything is locked down. You can't make any changes. Matter of fact, real quick, can you go to that definition?
Yeah, This is what does it mean to declare a national emergency? The president may declare a state of emergency only when the life of the nation is threatened by a war, invasion, general insurrection, disorder, or natural disaster, or other public emergency, and if the ordinary laws and government powers are not sufficient to restore peace and order.
Right, yeah. So the Constitution pretty much is suspended right now. The ordinary laws is not sufficient enough to retain order. So now you have a martial law, which when you break down martial law, it pretty much means warlike law. That's why you're going to see more and more of these militarized police officers, which we've been seeing that. A regular cop with armor fatigue. They're conditioning your mind, for what's about to happen, man. So now we're in a police state, okay? Which if you saw this guy Trump, which you had Walmart representatives. Why the hell Walmart representatives was there, man? You had LabCorp, all right? Which, that's what we go out, when we go out on the streets and teach. The Spirit of the Lord had us strategically right across the street from LabCorp, So you got all these different entities, man, that came together, this conglomerates, really to push out this idea of everything's going to be all right. We here for the welfare of the people. But that's why Trump threw it out there as if, if you're not sick, you don't necessarily have to come. But what you missed was he declared a national emergency. He could have told you whatever the hell he wanted to tell you, all right, with this written statement he had prepared, all right, to keep everybody at ease. But at the end of the day, he declared a national emergency. So now we're in a time where the prophecies has kicked and sprung into full gear, man. And again, everything we've been telling you through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah is now being made manifest. See? Matter of fact, somebody can hold that too. My words should not go out.
Go out to my Isaiah 55.
Yep, get that Isaiah 55. Then my counsel should stand as well.
You want that 46 and 10.
Yep, Isaiah 46 and 10. Hold that as well. And give me Isaiah the 55th chapter. Right? Because this is the Lord's program. And by no means will your unbelief somehow offset or overthrow what the Lord has intended. All right, go ahead. Isaiah 55.
This is Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 11. And it reads, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void.
Right. When you go to that word void, it means empty, man.
Right.
So that means that the words of the Lord has substance. You know, this is not empty, vain words we've been speaking here, man. And you can see it now. Everything has come to pass, man. You know, go ahead.
It says, but it shall accomplish that which I please.
Matter of fact, go to that word accomplish. Look at that word accomplish.
I'm going to do that.
That's the Spirit of the Lord.
I'm going to do that. Now, this is the word accomplish in the Strong's H6213. And the definition says, to do, fashion, accomplish, make, to do work.
Or fashion.
Right.
You know, meaning that's the work of the Lord's hands. The Lord has shaped and molded everything that you see come into play here. All right, go ahead.
I'm going to jump down. It says, to act with effect.
Ooh, to act with effect. Yep.
Produce.
Taking action. Produce. Oh, when you produce a movie, the production of you produce, you know, that movie, the production of the movie or a song, a rap track, whatever. The production of it is what makes it come to life. All right, go ahead.
I'm just jumping around. Put in order.
Yep. Put in order. Whoa. Yep.
To bring about.
To bring about. Go ahead.
Let me see. Ordain.
Ordain, which goes back to order.
Right. Institute.
Pretty much it, right. So the Lord have accomplished what he set out to do, man. The intents and purposes and plans of Yahweh Shema Shai is now being accomplished. Matter of fact, go to Jeremiah the 30th chapter and the 24th verse, and you can get what you got.
Isaiah 46:10, declaring the end from the beginning.
Right, the Lord have declared the end from the beginning, man. You know, that's why we can read throughout the scriptures, and it pretty much points to the destruction of America. All right, you go to Job the 38th chapter, Judges the 5th chapter. There's plenty of scriptures that highlight the downfall and collapse of America. Right? You might say, well, hold up. Why is America so important? Well, America is the bridge to the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
This is the place that will be in power at the return of Yahweh Shai. See? So, yep, go ahead.
It says, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand.
My counsel shall stand. So it doesn't matter if you believe or not. It doesn't matter if you don't subscribe to these teachings. You know? The counsel of the Lord is going to stand. And that's why you see what you see now. This swarm of activity, everything being brought to the forefront. Everything we've been saying is here now. It's up close and personal now, man. There's actually there's martial law now. All right? You see what I'm saying? Yep,
I got a quick precept.
I'll bring it up.
This Proverbs 19 and 21. There are many devices in a man's heart, nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand.
Right, yeah. So it doesn't matter. You could come up with a stimulus package, a plan, but the counsel of the Lord is going to stand. You know?
Yep, got a quick precept.
Yep, bring it up.
It's Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe?
That's it.
Shall that unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
Right, so just because you don't believe, somehow this is going to offset the plans of the Lord. Somehow, your feeble thoughts, is going to offset and detour the plans and purposes of Yahweh Shema Shai.
I want to bag them up.
Come on, man. Yeah, good.
Second Ezra 15 and verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Right. Yep, and that word incredulity goes back to unbelief. Yep.
All right. Jeremiah.
No, continue where you was at.
Okay. It says, verse 4, for all the unfaithful.
See, so that lets you know that incredulity, it spills over the unbelief. So all the unfaithful in what? This doctrine.
Right.
As it's presented unto you, man.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Shall die.
Shall die. So that's why we ain't off. People say, you guys, you teach this fear tactics idea, scare tactics. Yeah, you fear mongers. Well, the scriptures say that. The scriptures say you're going to die, man. All right? There's no gray area. If you don't believe, you're going to die. Go ahead.
He said, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
See, in your unfaithfulness, man. That's why the Lord, when you was equipped with this gift of faith, That's why you got to constantly thank Yahweh Shema Shah. But the scriptures tell you that the Lord created the faithful in the womb.
Right.
And when you read Hebrews the 11th chapter, it goes into a real in-depth analysis of faith, man, and the importance of faith. Okay. Hey, and it was by faith that you even sit in this council, man. You know, you was called to believe something that's unbelievable. See? All right. So now let's go back to where you was at. Romans 3 and 3.
Yeah, kind of. This book of Romans 3 and verse 3 again. For what if some do not believe? Shall that unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
All right, let's answer the question. Will it? Go ahead.
The Most High forbid.
Yeah, God forbid. Go ahead.
Yeah, let the Most High be true.
Yeah, let the Most High be true, which is symbolic to the scriptures. Good.
But every man a liar.
And every man a liar. Meaning you can come up with your own presentation. You can have a vehement disagreement. You know, you can rebuttal. You can have a chalkboard. You know, you can have a presentation. You can have graphics, sound effects. You can do a video. You can do a bad video. You know, you have the sound effects. You know, the visual to bag you up. Guess what, man? That's gonna come to naught. Okay. All right. Yep. You were through that.
Just a little more.
That finished it off.
It says, as it is written, that thou mayest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
Yep. So go ahead.
Just pertaining to what you said about the Most High, Yahweh Shah being, the scriptures being that truth, Revelation 19 and 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon it was called Faithful and True.
Yeah, see that's bad. The Lord is called Faithful and True, which the Lord translates to the scriptures. All right. And what backs that up? Psalms the 40th chapter and the 7th verse. Hebrews the 10th chapter.
Right.
Revelation the 19th chapter.
Right.
Where it talks about the titles of the Lord. It said one of his titles is the word of the Most High.
Oh, God. Yeah,
all right.
That's what I'm talking about. It says in the
Spirit of the Lord right there. Man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
It says, continuing on in Revelation 19 and 11, and in righteousness he doeth judge and make war.
Damn.
Right. So now let's go back to
What it look like on the
All that offer.
yeah, it's still zoomed in. We still going. All right, come on.
For real. That I don't even know how this.
All right, come on. Let's go back to where we was at.
Hey, bring it back out.
I don't know how to do that.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, I got a precept going back on that faithful and true.
Yeah, go ahead.
This second Ezra 15, I'm starting verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper.
Right. So so the words of prophecy is what the Lord has put in our mouth, man. You know? And that's the overtone of this message, you know? And that proves who the men of the Lord is, man. We pushing forth prophecy, man. And when you consider prophecy in itself brings about a certain level of friction.
Right.
You know? Whenever someone, you can come to an agreement when you deal with history. Why? Because you can cross-reference certain things. You can come up with certain dates. You say, you know what, you was right. But whenever you deal with the spirit of forecasting, when you deal with the spirit of predictions, you know? Yeah, these devils trying to, you scan. Well, here I am, man.
Zoom in on the front camera.
Front camera.
That shit don't supposed to zoom in on the front camera.
Yeah. So here we are, Esau. Okay? And they kick in the door.
Yeah,
you the guy. You the guy, you know. That I want.
Edomites.
Well, we here, man.
Yeah.
That's
They're
it.
doing too.
Yeah, come on, go ahead up.
Read it against his behold, speak thou in the ears of
I
my
know you're
people
kind.
the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Right, for they're faithful and true. Meaning these words is going to stand, man. The counsel of Yahweh Shema Shai is going to stand, you know. It's going to endure the test of time, which it already have done, you know. So now, hey, anybody got a precept?
Yeah.
Somebody give me Psalms 78 and start at like the 42nd verse. Because what you're witnessing right now is the works of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. And this is how the Lord always go about his business, man. Hey, when you perfect, you ain't got to change the routine.
Right.
You ain't got to change the routine. The Lord ain't got to switch it up, man. His ways work, okay? And just like he overthrew and toppled kingdoms and empires for the sake of his prophets and men. Oh, matter of fact, hold me that too, in Psalms 105. All right? He's going to do it again. He's going to use the same formula, man. which he did in ancient Egypt, all right? Which that was recorded for us to examine and scrutinize, you know, so we can know that this is how the Lord go about his business. So go ahead,
Jeremiah 30 and 24.
Does it? Hold it. Yeah, give me Psalm 7, 8.
Yeah, give me Psalm 7, 8. 42, right?
Yeah, we go there.
All right, Con, this Psalm chapter 7, 8 and 42. They remember not his hand, nor the day.
Oh, they remember not his hand. Who is his hand? Yahweh Shai, man. Jake didn't remember his hand, but we did. Somebody give me 2 Peter. You know what I want. 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, I believe it is. Second Peter 3 and 1 is it?
Some of the remembrance. Con, this 2 Peter 3 and 1. This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir your pure minds by way of remembrance.
Right, so the elect, we remember. We remembered our power, okay? So now let's go back to where we was at, Psalm.
Con, this Psalm 78, it's like Psalm 78 and 42. They remember not his hand.
Yeah, they remember not his hand. Who is his hand? It would be Yahweh Shai, man. All right, go ahead.
Nor the day when he delivered them from the enemy.
Right, which going back to ancient Egypt, man. Really, it was Yahweh Shai who delivered us from ancient Egypt, man. All right, you're going to see that as we read on. Go ahead.
It says how he had wrought his signs in Egypt.
See?
And his wonders in the field of Zon.
Go ahead.
And had turned their rivers into blood.
Right, and we know that's well documented. That's what the Lord did in ancient Egypt, man. All right, go ahead.
And their floods that they could not drink.
Go ahead.
He sent diverse sorts of flies among them, which devoured them, and frogs which destroyed them.
Yeah, go ahead.
He gave also their increase unto the caterpillar.
Right, and that's dealing with the they're dealing with their economy. All right, because the caterpillar eats up, you know, it ate up their crops. Go ahead.
Yep. It says in their labor unto the locusts.
Yep, and their labor goes into their economy, man. So that's what the Lord doing again. Right before your eyes, the Lord is taking down the economy of Esau, man. Okay, which when you go into that word locust right there, one of the definitions is activity. So all this swarm of activity that you're seeing is the Spirit of the Lord taking down this place. You know? Go ahead, huh?
He destroyed their vines with hail, and their sycamore trees with frost.
Go ahead.
He gave up their cattle also to the hail, and their flocks to hot thunderbolts.
Oh, the Lord was sending lightning, and he was killing off they flock. You know, that was a strategic move in efforts to kill their economy. So that's what you're witnessing again, man.
That's right.
That's why this coronavirus right now, right, this pestilence, right, is taking down these venues. The NBA, the NBA bringing a lot of bread, man.
Right.
All right, from jersey sales, the concession stands.
Right.
All right. Alcohol.
Right.
Okay. Just coming into the city.
Right.
All the different stores, tents that's pitched around those different arenas, they make bread. Just the local guy that's selling Philly cheese steak sandwiches, man. Okay? Yeah, t-shirts, balloons.
Even overseas, like China, they have in the NBA.
Yeah, see? So these things boost up the economy, right? So this is a strategic move by Yahweh Shai. Go ahead, huh?
He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger,
Go ahead.
wrath and indignation and trouble,
Read.
by sending evil angels among them.
Yeah. The angels working right now. Go ahead.
He made a way to his anger.
Go ahead.
He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to the pestilence.
Let's read this again.
He says, this Psalm 78 and 50. He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to the pestilence.
He gave their life over to the pestilence. In this case, it would be the coronavirus. So now you see that the Lord don't change his formula. The same way when he was preparing to, bring us out of our first captivity, when he sprung into action concerning our deliverance, man, well, he's applying that same formula, man. If it worked then, it'll work now. You know? So the Lord don't change. Matter of fact, give me Malachi.
I'm getting it right now.
Get that in the spirit.
I'm getting it right now. Malachi
3 and 6.
3 and 6. Malachi 3 and 6. It says,
hold on, you getting the precept? Go.
No.
Hold. Well, we get what you get and hold Ezekiel the 7th chapter.
Malachi 3 and 6. For I am the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. I change not.
Right, the Lord, he don't change, man. So the program don't change, you know? Lord, he has an excellent kill rate, all right? And it ain't failed yet. So the Lord ain't gonna change. So he gonna apply the same pressure he applied on the ancient Egyptians, which pursuant to various scriptures, this modern day America is interchangeable with ancient Egypt, man.
Right.
Just read, for an example, Isaiah the 19th chapter. Okay? So that was it on that. Get what you got. You got another precept?
Yeah, come.
Go ahead.
Second Ezra 15
7 started like 14.
and 5.
Let me read that.
Hold up. Second Ezra 15 and 1 second. Yep, and 5. It says, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, and death, and destruction. Well, let me jump down. Yep, verse 11. Second Ezra 15:11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
That's the spirit of the Lord, man.
And will destroy all the land thereof.
Right, so the Lord is going to do what he did before, man.
Right.
That's right.
This is a reoccurring event, okay? The Lord in his perfection, he don't have to change up the program, you know? Because when you're perfect, you don't got to change.
Right.
Let's simplify this. If I got on a bad outfit, right? When I look and examine myself in the mirror, I ain't got to change, man. I'm perfect, man. I'm perfect, you know? Yep, go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 7 and 14. They have blown the trumpet even to make all ready.
So like it. So we put them on timeout. I don't know how we did that.
Man, for real, that what it is?
Yeah, no, one of the brother. Esau doing that to you, huh?
Yeah.
I'm finna go to it right now.
Hey, Luke's on the screen right now.
Yeah, but we still going. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You just check it out right here. You still going? You good. Don't worry about it. They said I didn't put you in timeout. Like, you see?
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
Like, it's telling me I can put you in timeout now?
I'm the moderator, so I didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. You know, if you watching us.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Tripping.
Yeah, Esau tripping, you know? Yeah, it said they got him on time for 300 seconds.
Damn.
That's a lifetime.
That's what I'm supposed to do with the moderator.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yep. Come on, so let's go.
Oh, you want that back in Ezekiel chapter 7 and 14. They have blown the trumpet even to make all ready, but none go to the battle. For my wrath is upon
Right, we blow the trumpet. Okay? Continue.
It says, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
Go ahead.
The sword is without.
Yeah, you notice, right? Esau, they got it zoomed in, you know?
Right.
Yeah, man.
Right.
We here, man. We ain't running. Our ministry is centered around publicizing and publishing.
God.
We ain't creeping around in the background,
Right.
in the shadows. Yeah, go ahead, huh?
No, scripture make it public.
Yeah. Oh, matter of fact, you know what? Give me 1 Corinthians 4 and 9 real quick. Like Esau zooming in on us, you know?
Man. Because if you notice at the beginning of the screen, you can see 4 brothers. You know, things was zoomed out, like you said.
Yep.
Esau was zoomed in, facial recognition type shit.
Yeah. Maybe waiting on you to leave.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna put a curse up on you, man.
That's right. What you want?
1 Corinthians 4 and 9. You got it? Bring it up.
Did 1 Corinthians 4 and 9. For I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle.
Yeah, we are made a spectacle, man. So the Spirit got it where we here, man. You know? We up close and personal. We ain't high, man. Go ahead,
It says, "For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to the angels, and to men."
And how are we made a spectacle? By way of the internet.
That's it.
No, furthermore, we out on the streets, we out there publicly, we not hiding, man. You ain't got to do any intel on us, you know. You ain't got to send no intelligence to spy out, you know. We out here, up close and personal, we out here, man. The Lord thrust us into the public's eye, man.
That's right.
You know, and we embrace that. Go ahead, up. Bring it up.
It's Isaiah 30:20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
Right, so that we fulfilling prophecy, man. Your eyes see your teachers right now.
Right.
You know? You got something?
Yeah,
good.
Just laying back on what the brothers say. This, you know what I'm saying, the Most High thrusting us in the forefront. The point is in 35, but I'm going to start at 34. This is St. John 13. For a new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another. And it says, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. This is the point. By this all men know that ye are my disciples, if you have loved one to another.
And how they gonna know that we that's bad. How they gonna know that? They're gonna know because the Lord put us out here on Front Street, man.
Is it?
The Lord put us out and plastered our face all over the place, man. You know? And the Lord also said He's gonna give us fame in the same place that He put us to shame. Man.
That's it.
So now the Lord wants you to see what's up. He wants you to see us, man. You know? Come on, bring it up.
This is Mark 13:10. And the gospel must it's like, and the gospel must first be published amongst all nations.
Look up that word published. Look up that word published real quick.
13.
What?
Just look up that word published. Okay? Read it again while they're doing that.
This is Mark 13:10. And the gospel must first be published among all nations.
You see that? So now let's look up the word published.
Big action.
Go ahead, bring it up.
10.
Fuck. Come on. Oh yeah, my side. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, brother. But you know, I just take.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, I'm taking a sip. And
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Hey, this is the word published in what that is, Mark 10.
13:10.
This is the word published in Mark 13:10 in the Strong's G 2784. All right. Cartazo. All right. It says to be a herald.
That's bad. That's bad.
To officiate as a herald. Look, it says to publish, proclaim openly.
Read that again. Now. That's bad right there.
To publish, proclaim openly.
Right, we proclaiming this openly, man. So Esau, you trying to pull this stunt, right? Zooming in on us, you know what I mean? But we've been out there. We out here, man.
Right.
You know? Go ahead,
I'm gonna read this one. It says, used of the public proclamation of the gospel and matters pertaining to it, made by John the Baptist, by Yahushua, by the apostles and other Christian teachers. See that?
Teachers. Okay.
That's it.
So that proves right there that this arena, you gotta, use, the faculties the Lord gave you, man.
That's it.
All right. This thing is about wisdom. So why all of a sudden here in the latter days, the setting is based upon teaching, man.
Right.
All right. The dynamic between teacher and student.
Right.
So that proves that what we're doing is in harmony with the will of Yahweh Shema Shah.
That's it.
See? The teacher, right now, start with the apostles and elders, there's men that were set up to teach Israel, man.
Right.
Why? Because we was cast off, man. We was downtrodden for so long.
Right.
You know, you was eating damn pig feet, man.
Right.
Shit like that, right?
Right.
So now the Lord had to clean you up and bring you into, he had to bring order again. Right. Matter of fact, you got something?
No, I ain't got nothing.
Give me Psalms the 50th chapter. You know what I want.
Yeah, this book of Psalms chapter 50. And let me start at I start at verse 21. It says, These things hast thou done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
Right, so that's what the Lord is doing. That's what you're witnessing, man. The Lord is setting the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American in order right before your eyes. Who ever seen such a thing, man? Well, the so-called Negro, first and foremost, is being set in order, man. All right? A people that's been totally out of order, man. Right? That's a miraculous sign in itself. You got Jake asking for a sign. Right? The mere fact that you got our people coming together in order, that's a sign, man. You can't get Jake together for a damn barbecue on a Sunday without a shootout, man. All right? So this is a work in itself. Go ahead, you got something? Huh? Oh yeah, that's spirit. Yeah. Go ahead.
That was the point on that.
Okay, yeah. Let's go back to Ezekiel.
Okay, back in Ezekiel chapter 7 and 15, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within.
Let's read that again.
It said the sword is without.
The sword is without. Go ahead.
And the pestilence and the famine within.
Right. So that's what you're witnessing right now. The Lord is setting the stage for this pestilence, which is going to lead to the famine. Really, the pestilence and the famine go hand in hand, man.
That's right.
That's why you see right now the grocery stores is empty, the shelves is empty, man. You know? You got people going to, the pestilence is actually provoking people to go into the grocery stores and buy up everything, man. Esau gonna, what you say,
to cause a famine.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Is it?
You know, they're gonna go up in there, they're gonna buy up everything in the store, and that's gonna cause the famine.
That's right.
So you see how the perfection of the Lord is brought about? Go ahead, huh?
It says, he that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
Right, and that's dealing with all these different cities, these various cities amongst America, man. The pestilence with the coronavirus is going to actually intensify. Oh, which I was looking at the information where they say the summer is going to intensify the coronavirus by default. The heat, the heat is going to spread as well as mosquitoes. And if you didn't know, if nobody didn't go up there and tell you, these mosquitoes, they actually got mechanical mosquitoes, man. That's going to be set. They're going to be real strategic, you know. Fucking devils, man. And they're going to be carriers of this disease. They're going to use them to transport the disease over, you know, because you got younger people who actually can carry the coronavirus, but it won't affect them because their immune system is built up, you know. But they could be carriers and they could pass it on to someone with a weaker immune system. So, you know, these devils, they got to figure it out, you know. But guess what? It goes back to your how about you myself. You got a precept? Go to 2 Samuel 2 and 6, I believe. All right, go ahead.
It says it's like Ezekiel 7 and 16, but they that escape of them shall escape, and shall be on the mountains like doves of the valleys, all of them mourning, every one for his iniquity.
Right. So now, give me what you got.
This is 2 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6.
We're going to go to the information you got too.
And now the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh shewed kindness and...
Salakia, 1 Samuel, Salakia, my bad. While he getting there, give me Isaiah 45 and 7. 1 Samuel.
Isaiah chapter 45 and 7. I formed the light and create darkness. I made peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Right, so the Lord is control of everything, man. Okay? So now, give me what you got.
1 Samuel 2 and 6, one of my favorite scriptures. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth
can I say, the Lord got plenty of methods to bring about that, man. It ain't got to be just a conventional way of you getting shot with a damn straight bullet or some shit. No. Right on. This disease, these pestilence, this is a form of the Lord killing you, man. All right? And trust me, this is going to intensify. Okay? Go ahead, up.
It says, he bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
Right, so the Lord kill you and he raise you back up. The Lord had the power to do all that, man. All right? So we ain't worried about what Esau could do. Oh, give me that too. Where it said,
Kill the body.
Yep. Give me that.
I got a quick precept too.
Bring it up.
Yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 13. It says, "For thou hast power of life and death, thou leadest to the gates of hell and bringest up again."
Yes, well, read that one more time. That's bad.
Yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 13. "For thou hast power of life and death."
Right, the Lord has power of life and death. That's why through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shah, we don't fear Esau, man. Because we know it goes back to Yahweh Shema Shah. Even if they put us to death, the Lord has the final say so.
Yep.
Go ahead, read that again.
It says, "For thou hast power of life and death, thou leadest to the gates of hell and bringest up again."
Oh, that's the Lord's prayer. Lead me not into temptation. The Lord leads you to the gates of hell. You jump in your car and you stop by Starbucks and you, all of a sudden you wrapped around a telephone pole. You're locked in. Okay? It's over your head.
Yeah, then I said, pour on you scalding hot.
Well, guess what? That's your how about Shemuel son.
That's it.
He led you to the gates of death. Go ahead.
I got that Matthew.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Matthew 10 and 28. "And fear not them which kill the body,
That's it.
but are not able."
Which is dealing with Esau, and for the most part, that's the sword. Go ahead.
It says, but are not able to kill the soul,
But are not able to kill the soul. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Right, which is your how about Shemuel Shah.
That's it.
All right. Oh, somebody, a so-called Christian, will read that and say, "See, hell." No, man, that hell means a condition. Meaning the Lord can kill you now and bring you back as a paraplegic, okay, in a wheelchair. Go ahead. You had something? No, I know what that. You got. Yeah, we got. Hold up. You got a precept? All right, now let's get that. Go ahead.
All right, Con, this information says this how you spread panic. Ohio officials backtracks on claim 100,000 people in the state already carry coronavirus. It says Dr. Amy Acton shocking claim that the 100,000 Ohioans.
Read that one more time, huh?
Read from the top. It says that's how you spread panic. Ohio officials backtracks on claim 100,000 people in the state already carry the coronavirus.
Oh, okay. This was the guy in Ohio, the governor of Ohio, right? He said 100,000. That's a dramatic number right there, man. You hear that? What's going to happen? You're going to say, "Oh, shit, it's going down." You know? Go ahead.
It says Dr. Amy Acton's shocking claim that 100,000 Ohioans already carried the COVID-19 coronavirus was just guesstimating. She said later that day, the actual number confirmed cases stood at just 13.
All right. Go ahead.
It says at least 1%.
Hold up. It said was what?
It says confirmed cases stood at just 13.
So you went from one extreme of 100,000 people, right? Till all of a sudden it was only 19.
Come on, man.
Is you paying attention to what's going on right now, man? How about Shemuel Shah is taking the wisdom from Esau? This is a signet. This is a sign that the Lord is stripping the power from Esau. That was the time where these devils that have a plan, they'll execute it, and it'll go through smoothly. Now these devils is bumping their head against the wall. Nothing is working. Read that one more time, man. Let's read that one more time.
It says, Dr. Amy Acton shocking claim that 100,000 Ohioans already carried the COVID-19 coronavirus was just guesstimating. She said a day later, the actual number of the confirmed cases stood at just 13.
At just 13.
Come on, man.
That ain't even your block.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 13 guys, man. That's 13 people. No, they probably were 75 years and up, man.
God.
All right? All right, come on, get what you got. You got it.
Okay, come
Hey, matter of fact, since he getting that, you give me Isaiah 44 and start at like 25. Go ahead,
This Obadiah, verse 8. "Shall I not in that day, said the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?"
And that's the day we talking about right now. The Lord is actually destroying the wise men out of Teman, man. Okay? Go ahead.
in understanding.
Which when you go on the teaming, that's symbolic to the scientists of Esau. Okay?
Yep.
Which they go to these Germans who hooked up these atoms and hooked up these bombs.
Yep.
That translates to the scientists of Esau. Those devils that's in these think tanks that created a medication, for an example, to make a man become pregnant. You know? Go ahead.
It says, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed. To the
and the mighty man and Teman are gonna be dismayed. Go ahead.
It says, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Everyone. Each and every one of you damn Edomites is gonna be cut off by the slaughter, all right? Which is going to be promoted by Yahweh Shemel Shah. Now, give me what you got. I think it started at 24, 25. Let me see, read what you got right now.
All right. Isaiah 44 and 24. It says, thus saith the Lord power, thy Redeemer,
This is it.
and he that formed thee, Salaki, and he that formed thee from the womb. I am the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself.
Read.
Isaiah 44 and 25, that frustrated the tokens of the liars.
Right, so the Lord is frustrating the plans of these Edomites. Go ahead.
It says, and maketh diviners mad. Diviners mad. That turneth wise.
Matter of fact, you know what? Since you said, let's look up that word diviners.
I got
to get what you get while you getting it. Look up that word diviners.
Yeah, what you got?
You got it.
That's good. Right?
Yeah, this Job 5:13. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong.
You see that? Yeah, so the Lord taketh the wise in their own craftiness, dude. Because they got these think tanks. They sit down and they sort out. They have sought out a diligent search. These devils, they put all their resources together and they seek to try to come up with a conclusion to different, formulas. They come up with different formulas. And guess what? The Lord, He's going to bring that to naught, man. All right. Go ahead. What you got?
I got
the definition.
The word headlong means to haste, man. So these devils is rushing their plans. They're not dotting every I's and crossing every T, man. Their work is sloppy. It says they meet.
Oh, that goes into looking before you leap, not looking before you leap. Like you dive in the swimming pool and head first.
Right.
You just jump out there.
3 feet.
You just jump out there. That's what these devils doing right now. Right?
It said they meet with darkness in the daytime and grow in the noonday as in the night.
Read that one more time.
It says they meet with darkness in the daytime.
Meaning right now, this is the time when information is out. You trying to sneak around when the flashlight on you. It is you trying to pass somebody some, trying to be conspicuous, pass something to somebody in the flashlight on you. That's a form of you meaning in the nighttime when it's daylight. The lamps is burning, man. Full blast. And you trying to creep around. Go ahead.
It said they meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night.
Right, in the noonday, that's when the sun, that's when the light is at its height. All right, come on. So, go ahead.
The word diviners in the Strong's H7080, and it says to practice divination, divine of diviners of the nations, Balaam of false prophets of Israel.
This Akoi Lee Simmons forced to leave Harvard. I just got this. It's breaking news. It's breaking news. I guess this Russell Simmons' daughter, right? Russell Simmons' daughter, right? And they publishing this for a reason. It said Oki Lee Simmons forced to leave Harvard due to the coronavirus.
Come on.
She has the coronavirus. Yeah.
Oh man, that is bad.
Hey, Seton Hall suspends in-person classes or the faculty due to the coronavirus. Columbia University canceled classes after COVID-19. Barack Obama, this guy, waited until millions infected and 1,000 Americans dead. Let me see, he might have the coronavirus.
Yeah.
It says Barack Obama waited until millions infected and 1,000 Americans dead before declaring H1.
That's old news and shit, yeah.
That's Trump. Trump put that out there, you know. Yeah, come on. All right.
Yeah, I got a quick precept. Yeah, this is Isaiah 47 and 12. It says, "Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries."
Yeah, read that again.
This is Isaiah 47 and 12. "Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries."
Right, because you got these devils, they got these prognosticators on the left-hand side, you know, and they conjuring up these spirits. Hey, even this coronavirus is a feeble attempt by the elites to try to seize control of the planet Earth, man. You know, go ahead.
It says, "Wherein thou hast labored from thy youth."
So the Lord said, look, put your trust in that. Put your stock into your enchantments, which you have labored, you know, since your youth. Go ahead.
It says, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail.
Right. So if it may be, you might prevail. But we know the outcome of the story. You're not going to prevail.
Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels.
Right. You're weary in the multitude of your counsels. Meaning these devils come together. They got these think tanks. They got like the Bilderberg meeting, you know, where it's all an effort for them to try and gain momentum of the birthright. Really, that's what this is all about. This goes back to the struggle in the womb. Go ahead.
It says, "Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from the things that shall come upon thee."
So Lord said, let them stand up and save you, man. Because they're not going to be able to save you from ultimately when those ICBM missiles touch down ground zero, man. To destroy America.
Going into it.
Yeah, go ahead.
It said, "Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame."
Right. How are you going to deliver yourself from the power of those flames, man? When those IBM missiles consume America in different parts of the world. Word up.
"There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it."
Yep. You got some?
Yeah, I got some.
Bring it up.
It's Psalms 17, verse 13. "Arise, O Lord, disappoint him. Cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword."
Right, which is Esau, man. All right, the Lord used Esau to bring about this sequence of events that's, being brought forth, man. This whole swarm of activity is coming from Esau.
That's right.
And that's why you got, and I don't know if y'all saw the live stream with Trump. You see that? Bring that up. Hold up real quick. But it's beautiful because, we was just talking about that last night. But, with Trump in the live stream, you had the one persistent reporter. She was out from the landslide.
Yep.
She kept badgering Trump. And she brought out the fact that China blamed the U.S. for the coronavirus.
Right.
And he tried to dismiss that, man.
Right.
So we're in a time now where the Spirit of the Lord is going to raise up these nations, man, and they're gonna blame. Like if some damn broad burnt you, man. You had sex with a broad, she gave you goddamn VD. You mad at her, man. So you see what I'm saying?
She's gonna get stoned.
Yeah, that harlot, right? She have cast. Yeah. Come on, you know what I'm saying? That harlot, right? What she did.
AVD.
That's old,
Good times.
But really translates to burning you.
Right.
Yep.
So this broad, she gave all these different nations these diseases, man. And now it's coming out that she the one that infected them with this coronavirus, man. And that's why you got reports coming out of China that they starting to blame America for the coronavirus. See what I'm saying? And that's their whore. That's their harlot. That's what you get for laying with their harlot. What you thought was gonna happen. You lay with a harlot without protection.
Right, you're gonna get burned.
You're gonna get burned.
That's it.
So all the nations is now seeing what happens when you lay down with America.
Right. Saying a soldier, the military when they came in must have gave it to them. A soldier must have contracted the coronavirus from a military soldier from America.
Got a quick precept.
Yep, go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry,
That's it.
and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that thou shouldest be judged, and thou shouldest give reward unto the servants, the prophets, and unto the saints, and unto them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroyed the earth.
Right. So the nations are angry. They mad at this whore, man. Why? Because she infected them, man.
That's right.
With this disease. This is global.
Right.
This is what's known as a pandemic right now. All right, go ahead. Oh, which the Spirit got on me to go into a lesson. Ancient Rome, before ancient Rome fell, it was a pandemic as well. It was a disease. It was a pandemic that happened in ancient Rome. You know? So that's the Spirit of the Lord. You know, everything is a reoccurring event. You know? All right, you got more with that?
No, that's it.
All right, come on. What you got?
I get to Jeremiah 49.
Mm-hmm.
I come to Jeremiah 49 and 7. Concerning Edom, thus said the Lord of hosts.
Now you got to ask yourself, who the hell is Edom?
God.
Go ahead.
Is wisdom no more in teeming?
Right. Is wisdom no more in teeming? Really, you punch drunk. You know, you knock somebody out and they ain't got all their faculties. That's a so-called white man right now. This man don't, you know, again, there was a time when this man, he had set together a plan, he had executed, and it was flawless, man. But now, the Lord is taking that wisdom away. And that's a form of them losing power.
Yep.
Because with any rulership, the Lord gives all rulers wisdom. When you go into the time of ancient Egypt, remember when Moses and Aaron, they threw the serpent down, and they serpent, that was wisdom. That was wisdom at work. You know?
Cyrus.
So there's Cyrus. Even with Esau, the Lord gave Esau wisdom, but on the left hand side, but he gave him wisdom. Now, when you read, I think is that Wisdom of Solomon 6, Wisdom of bringing forth a kingdom.
Yep.
That's the mercy of the Lord. The Lord, if he raised you up, you got to have wisdom to rule. So a signet of you coming out of power is when you begin to lose that wisdom. Something as subtle as these meteorites. I watch a lot, man. I watch everything, right? These meteorites, they'll tell you it's going to be a rainy day tomorrow, and it'll be a sunny day. That's a form of them losing power, right?
Taking the wisdom from the team.
Yep,
Taking the wisdom out of the team.
Yep.
What?
It said, is wisdom no more in teeming? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is there wisdom vanished?
That's real love. You got to bring it up.
It said, is wisdom no more in teeming? Is counsel perished from the prudent?
Mm-hmm.
Is there wisdom vanished?
Yeah. Wisdom vanished.
Yeah, that's it.
Go ahead.
It says, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O ye inhabitants of the damned, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him.
Did you see that? All right. All right, go ahead.
It says, let me jump down on that. Let's see. Matter of fact, I can just continue on. It says, if grape gatherers come to thee, will they not leave some gleaning grapes? If these by night, they will destroy till they had enough.
Right, Esau, man. But Esau have everything at his disposal. Okay, this man seized control of all the resources of the planet Earth. You know?
Yep.
Yet this man is still hungry, he want more. Go ahead.
But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be
God say he made Esau bare.
Yep.
That's why everything this devil do, we can see right through it, man. Go ahead.
And he shall not be able to hide himself, but his seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not.
See what I'm saying? So how about Shemel Shai set up us as that beacon of light, you know, to shed light Matter of fact, somebody give me what's that? I think it's Luke. Is that Luke 8? 17? Yep, get that. The water. And somebody give me Revelation the 17th chapter. We're gonna go into that before we start closing up.
Yeah, this is Luke chapter 8, it's 17. It says, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest."
Right. So we're in a time now where everything there's light shed on all the wickedness of Esau, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you know, it was a time where these devils would run circles around you. You know, but they State of the Union addresses.
Right.
You know, they'll have a meeting or they'll have a press conference. You be like, oh shit, you know. But now you see right through it. The Lord is shining that proverbial light on them. You got something you want to say?
No.
You got what? Oh, okay, we got that. Go ahead.
It says, "Neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad."
Right, yeah, and it's going to the Illuminati and these secret councils.
That's it.
See that?
Yep.
So yeah, come on, give me what you got.
17.
Start at the top.
Come. Revelation.
You got something up?
Yeah, we got a real quick precept.
Bring it up.
It's Habakkuk 2 and verse 16. It says, "Thou art filled for shame, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shame for spewing shall be on thy glory."
Yep. Read that one more time up.
It's Habakkuk 2 and 16. "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered."
Yeah, let that foreskin be uncovered. That's shameful though.
Yep.
You ride out. You know, that's why King David sent his broad to the dungeon. Because he laughed because his rod popped out.
Like in the maids, like the maids.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dang.
Go ahead, up.
It says, "The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shame for spewing shall be on thy glory."
Right. Yep, come on.
Isaiah 47 and 2. Take the millstone and grind mill. Uncover thy locks. Make
Read that again.
Come. Isaiah 47 and 2. It says, take the millstone and grind mill. Uncover the locks.
Yep, uncover the locks. Because your locks is like your hair, right?
Right.
So what you do, you cover it.
Bonnet.
Yeah, like a bonnet, you know?
Yeah.
It says, and make bare the leg.
And make bare the leg. Now, when you go into the statue of Daniel, what's the leg?
That's it.
Wrong.
That's it.
So now the Lord is making bare the leg.
Right.
See? When you go into the statue of Daniel,
Right.
the leg is wrong. So now the Lord is making bare the leg.
Right.
When you bear, you scrutinized.
Right.
We watching you. We consider all your works, man.
Right.
You know?
It says, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. One more, verse 3, it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
See, your nakedness is not uncovered. We broadcasting you all over the place, man. You got camps all over the world, all throughout Babylon the Great, and throughout the world for that matter, near and far. Brothers that set up to shed light on the so-called white man and his wickedness, man. Go ahead, up.
It says, yeah, thy shame shall be seen.
Yep, your shame is now being seen. Case in point, Emmett Till.
Right out.
Different slaves that so-called Negroes that was hung and castrated, you know? Gator bait. What happened over there in Oklahoma, what they call it?
Black Wall Street.
Yeah,
Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street. That's a form of their shame, you know? Being brought to the forefront. Go ahead, up.
It says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Right, so when the Lord returns, he's going to come as an angelic power. Okay? You got something else? Go ahead.
When you were saying like Emmett Till, all the things that Esau Edom has done to us, it says, Obadiah verse 10, for the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. You know, like I was saying, Emmett Till, you know, all of the things that Esau Edom did in the past to Jacob, you know, all of those things that they hid. You know, those things is being sought up, man. By the Most High putting the spirit upon his men, You know what I'm saying? To bring all of these things to the forefront. We even have the visuals. We even have the signs when we go out on the highways and byways and hedges. When you see Jake hanging upon trees and Esau Edom putting fire up under their feet, 12 years of slavery, all of these things. A visual even being put on the shame that shall cover thee. You know, all the way from the garden all the way up until now.
We can use that in court now.
We use that in court. That's right.
These movies,
evidence.
There's evidence.
We got evidence, man,
evidence
to prosecute you.
Yep.
You know, it's being the wicked that the Bible speaks of.
It's like you got it.
Okay, I say too, just to add to both of y'all point, that beautiful points. When you go into the highest conviction rates is based upon audio and video.
See that?
So when you got audio and video,
we got you.
Then that's when the conviction rate rises.
That's beautiful.
So we got audio, we got video, and we got pictures. Beautiful. You know, the court is in session.
Court is in session.
All right. So you got something up?
No.
You got something? Come on, let's go to Revelation 17.
Revelation 17 and verse 1, it says, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore.
Whore? Whore? Put emphasis on it.
You know what I'm saying? The great whore that set up upon many waters. You know, real quick. That's what Revelation 47 was speaking about when it says that pass over the rivers. All right, America being represented as that whore, and a whore wear a skirt, and she passing over the rivers, meaning that the rivers represent the other nations, nations and tongues and peoples, and they looking up on her skirt and seeing the nakedness, man, saying she's that devil that the Bible speaks of, man.
Yeah, and that you have to see the waters that symbolizes the people, the multitude of people.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 2, it says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
And the other nations, they committed fornication with her, man. Right, meaning they left off from the customs of their forefathers to follow the ways of America. You know, you had, for an example, when you go into Ishmael, they go back to the ways of the East, right? Their women was known to have their head covered, or even they'll be covered from head to toe, right? Now you might see an Ishmaelite woman with leggings and tights, you know, with a cell phone, with a shopping bag. You know? Go ahead.
It says, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Right, and that's the philosophies of the so-called white man. That's why you see, for an example, again, case in point, Moab walking around in a damn 3-piece suit with a suitcase. Go ahead.
Revelation 17 and 3, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names and blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Right, no, 7 heads and 10 horns, dealing with the different kingdoms that rose. For an example, the Spanish,
France,
German Maine, Britain, French, you know, Rome, Greeks. Yep, that's it. Yep.
Verse 4 says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color,
which symbolizes royalty.
Right.
That's when you read Lazarus and the rich man. Purple. Yep. Go ahead.
It says, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls.
Right, because when John saw America, you can see these lights, Las Vegas, street lights, those the pearls. What happens with a pearl and diamonds and pearl is sparkles. So he see the street lights and the accessories,
the fixtures and shit.
The accessories.
They have a conglomerates and shit.
Yeah, he like, let me see the chariot with no horses and all that.
It says, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
Right, the filthiness of her fornication is these policies that she puts out.
Right.
Case in point, the LGBTQ.
Right. Man getting pregnant.
Yeah, men becoming pregnant. So come on, man.
Revelation 17 and 5, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great.
Right, mystery, meaning although this is right in your face, it's a mystery. You people can't see that this is America recorded in the scriptures. It's a mystery to you. Yo, go ahead.
And we the spiritual Dick Tracy's, man. You know, we the spiritual Pink Panthers, man, unsolving this mystery, man, through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Verse 6, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
Right, dealing with all the casualties, if you will.
Right.
All of those amongst the so-called Negroes, which you got a lot of Israelite groups, they like to say that Israel is only compiled with all so-called black people. Well, when you go into Christopher Columbus and you read his memoirs, he put 1 million Native Americans to death a year within a 4-year campaign. So that's 4 million natives that was put to death at the hand of Christopher Columbus. Meaning what? That's a part of America being drunken with the blood of the saints.
Right. They won Jake.
Well, it wasn't Judah.
One Judah. I'm Salak. It wasn't not Jake, but it wasn't Judah. Right. Salak.
That was Israelites.
It was Israelites. It says, and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Verse 7, and the angel said unto me, wherefore doest thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her.
And that's dealing with America, man.
Right.
Yep.
Go ahead, huh?
It says, which have the 7 heads and 10 horns. Verse 8, the beast that thou sawest was, and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world.
Which is Yahushua. Go ahead.
Right. When they behold the beast that was, and is not, and yet is, and right. And here is the mind which have wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains, on which the woman sitteth, and there are 7 kings. 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come.
Go ahead.
And when he cometh continue. He must continue a short space. Verse 11, Revelation 17 and 11, and the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7th.
And that's dealing with Britain.
Right.
Britain came from America.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It says, and go up into perdition.
Right, and America's going to go into perdition, which is destruction. Go ahead.
It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received not kingdoms as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
Right, which translates to like 40 years or so. Okay?
Right.
Go ahead.
That's right. Revelation 17 and 13. These have one mind.
And that's dealing with the New World Order. That's dealing with the name, you know?
That's right.
It's one accord. Go ahead.
And shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
Read.
Revelation 17 and 14, these shall make war with the Lamb.
Right, and that proves that when Yahushua return, they're going to wage war against them. Go ahead, huh?
It says, and the Lamb shall overcome them.
Right, and that's that war in heaven.
Yep.
If you pose that question to these so-called Christians, they'll say there was a time in infamy where, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A band of disgruntled angels came up against your house.
Led by Satan.
Yeah, he cast them out of heaven. That don't make sense, man. Go ahead.
It says, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is the Lord of lords and King of kings.
That's right.
And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
Yep, go ahead, continue.
Verse 15, and he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, is the point, where the horse sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations.
So that proves that they're seeing and what? That proves that they're dealing with the nation.
God.
Go ahead.
Revelation 17 and 16, And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
And that's where we at.
Right.
And it's going to intensify. Right now, you got China coming out and publicly saying that they believe that the so-called white man, America, okay, is the one that pushed forth the coronavirus.
Yep.
And all these nations going to follow suit. They're going to say, you know what? This devil, man, is the reason for this coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it says, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Which translates to World War III.
That's right.
Right?
Revelation 17:17, for the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
See, his will. This is the plan of the Lord, what you're witnessing. Go ahead.
And to agree and give their kingdoms unto the beast.
Right, now, Ian, right there, and let's go. What you got? You got something?
No.
Give me Jeremiah 30:24. So this is the will of the Lord. This is the theatrics of the Lord, okay? It's going to all come together in perfection to fulfill the intents and purposes and plans of Yahweh by Shema Shah, man. That's the message, guys. Come on.
Yeah, this Jeremiah 30:24. The fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until he have done it. Until he have done it, and until he have performed the intents of his heart. In the latter days, ye shall consider it.
In the latter days. Hey, yeah, see what I'm saying? hey, so with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rukak.
Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom must do honors and respect to the sincere brethren laboring in his work, as well as you believers, the brothers and sisters alike that subscribe to this truth as well. To the next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
DTA, Abba.
To you germs.
Yeah.
And to Boris too, Delta Boris now. Motherfucker hacking this.
Yeah. Dustin, man.
To you misfits.